Well, hey, back for another video today, except this one's a little bit different. It's kind of something where we can, I don't know, give you some ideas or some tips on streaming, and I think these might help you out. And we're going to keep this nice and simple, nice and short. I'm hoping like under 5 minutes here. Let's just get right on into it. Here are some tips for you guys that are broadcasters, streamers, whatever you want to call it. Let's just jump right in with the first tip that I have for you guys. Here's one that's kind of cool that you might kind of consider using outside of streaming. There is this website called AthenaScope, and this whole website is catered towards getting clips from your games that you've been playing while streaming and trying to find highlights for you. They cater to a couple different games here. It's not everything, but you know, they do Apex Legends, they got Call of Duty Cold War, Modern Warfare, or Warzone. They also do Counter-Strike, they got Fall Guys, Destiny, Fortnite, Knockout City, League of Legends, Minecraft, NBA 2K. They got Overwatch, Battlegrounds, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Rogue Company, Smite, and Valorant. Now, at least that's all I'm seeing on their website here, so I don't think they have any other games. But if you play those games and you're normally getting kills, you're getting really cool moves and wins and highlights, normally you get your crew that is watching you to clip that moment, and you'd be like, yo, clip that, right? But sometimes they're not there to clip it. Now, here's where that site comes in handy. All you do is you log into the site, you select your VOD from whenever you stream, and you just click get highlights. It's gonna sit there and bake. This is going to take a little bit of time here, but once it's done, you're going to end up with a bunch of different clips. Now, I went ahead and I already uploaded a VOD today, and it says it's going to take about 6 hours. So, keep that in mind, that if you are someone that wants to get clips from their VODs and you want everything kind of just highlighted for you, just kind of think of this as a person who's specifically going in there and highlighting your streams for you for free. Now, what you do with those clips is on you. You can make a little highlight video, put it on your YouTube channel, make a little TikTok update. And that brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about, and that is Streamladder. Now, Streamladder is actually pretty cool. If you're someone who's into TikTok or you're someone who's into Instagram, you can actually upload your own clips there and go ahead and just, you can highlight your face cam, you can highlight a section of the game, and it'll just smash it together and make your own little portrait kind of video feed of your highlight of the clip that you might have. So, you use AthenaScope to get a really cool moment, and now you take that clip that it's created inside of AthenaScope and you put it into Streamladder, and now you got this nice little, beautiful, perfect little thing that you can upload to TikTok or Instagram or wherever you want to put it for that portrait kind of view mode. Now, there's a couple different options there. You got some that you can put like the face cam on the top. You can go clean. You can also do some blurred backgrounds and stuff, but some of that stuff is premium content. So I don't know. I feel like the basic one that it comes with is mighty nice. So go ahead and check that out. It's free to use and it's great. I feel like it's underutilized unless I'm just kind of finding out about it. But now maybe you're finding out about it. So Streamladder, check that out. And like not knowing what Twitch was, What? Now, another application that I actually have for you guys today to talk about is this thing called Lumia Stream, and it's all about changing your LED lights up here in the background. Now, I actually just opened up the program and it already changed my lighting, so you can kind of see that it messed with some stuff here, but that's what it does. Basically, it takes your current lighting coming in from Hue or Nanoleaf or Life Effects, Yee Light, Cool Light, I don't know what some of these are, Smart Light. You got all these Corsair, Razer, SteelSeries, all these different things, and Elgato, and it'll take those and it'll allow you to connect it to your stream and have your viewers change your lighting for you. Now, this could be through channel points or redemptions of some kind, and maybe you can link it with the bot and have it be a command typed in chat, or maybe your mods can change it for you. Just know that you can control your lighting with a touch of a couple buttons on your keyboard in your chat or with the redemption. Pretty freaking cool. Now, this can actually be also triggered by different like followers or raids or hosts or bits or subscribers and all that kind of stuff. So if you guys have followers come in, you can actually predefine a lighting scheme that pops up when somebody follows. So if someone were to follow and I click test follow here, it's going to change it to purple. Hey, new follower. That's why my lights change purple. Pretty cool, man. So if you guys like those little kind of added little benefits of something that changes your lighting, now it's got to be something that goes with the app. So check out Lumia Stream. And maybe you have the lights that are already work with it. So go check it out, man. But it's really cool that you can go ahead and set up, subscribers. I have it set to yellow. So if I get a sub, Boom, now it's gonna turn to yellow. I can set the duration of how long it stays yellow, how bright it is, how long the transition from this color lighting to that color lighting, and this is actually the default, so you can set the default lighting whenever you turn on Lumia Stream, it defaults to something. There's so many options with this thing, it's insane, and I got really kind of overwhelmed when I first opened it up, but there's a whole training course that it kind of guides through when you open it up. Moving away from kind of programs and applications and stuff, I'm actually going to talk to you guys about something kind of neat and useful for you, and that is a little bit, a couple tricks and tips here to go ahead and get some better performance in your games, something like Apex or Warzone or whatnot. But let me go ahead and just tell you guys that you can actually, if you go to your if you hit your little Windows key on your computer and you type in background apps and you hit enter, you can actually turn off all these background apps that Windows is trying to use in the background while you're gaming, streaming, or doing all that. So you can gain a little bit of FPS here in your games by going ahead and maybe turning off all these background apps that are utilizing resources. Now, I leave some of them on because I use some apps that I like Ear Trumpet, which has like a dedicated audio output kind of thing. It's not a big deal, but just so you guys know, you should turn off these background apps if you're not using them. I mean, I'm not using Cortana or 3D viewer or alarm clocks or anything like that, so I just turn all that stuff off because why would I need that in the first place? Now, I'm hoping it helps me a little bit, and anything kind of helps when you're gaming. You want that extra couple frames per second, so you know, less resources elsewhere, more on your games. Speaking of games, if you're someone that plays Warzone, you want a big boost of FPS, I actually found inside of the documents inside of Warzone that if you go over to your computer and you go to My Documents, you go ahead and open that thing up. When you open that up, you're going to find a folder called Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And when you open that up, you're going to go ahead and see that there is a folder called Players, and then you're going to see an advanced options.ini. Now, this is a user kind of file here, and you're going to see a bunch of stuff on your screen inside of a notepad document. Now, before we do anything like that, you're going to want to go to open up your task manager. You can do this by hitting Control-Alt-Delete and then clicking task manager. You go there and you go over to performance, and you're going to see you have a little CPU tab. And when you click on that CPU tab, you can see how many cores you have in your PC. Now, that's how many cores that are being utilized for gaming, and Call of Duty uses a lot of your CPU to go ahead and try to run itself. So you can see I have 6 cores, but when I open up that file, it originally said 4 right here instead of the 6 that I'm seeing now because I changed it to 6. And when I go ahead and just hit file and save, now I'm gonna have all 6 of my cores being utilized. Now, I saw this on TikTok and I tried it out and I actually got a boost of FPS. So try it out yourself, see if it helps you out. If you don't have something over 4 cores, then you know this is gonna really help you, but just consider trying it out. It's always something worth trying out to get a little boost of FPS in your games. Sounded kind of like a news person. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, right? It's a couple tips for streaming in general. I have a huge one for you. It's turning follower mode off. Why do you even have it on? I get that sometimes you may get botted or maybe some like random things come in. You kind of want to protect yourself, or you really want people to follow so that you can have them interact with you, but there's no good side in somebody having to go through an experience of follower mode. Even these big channels that have follower mode on, I don't follow them. I don't want to. I don't want to sit there for 0 to 3 months, I think I saw as the maximum amount there. There's no way I'm going to sit there and have to be forced to wait to then be able to chat to the streamer. I want to be able to chat right off the bat and then decide whether I want to be here or not. Now, I guess you could follow and then learn that you want to unfollow later on, but like, you're losing viewers by people being forced to follow you just so they can interact with you. Maybe somebody just wants to come in and ask you a quick tip on maybe a YouTube video you made or something like that. Maybe they don't want to follow you, but they just want to come in and show some appreciation, or maybe they just want to check you out. So I don't know, they'll follow if they want, but don't force them to follow. Let them follow on their own accord, and go ahead and just mention every now and then, like, hey, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and give me a follow. It really helped me out, and maybe come back next stream, and you can always decide then if you want to unfollow. One other trick, if you're an affiliate or a Twitch partner, one thing I could recommend, and I don't really do this all the time, but I try to do it every now and then, and that is to run ads at the very beginning of your stream. So there is a little bit of a delay. Like when you hit start streaming, you can't really run an ad until a certain amount of time, but I always have an intro playing in the beginning of my streams that's anywhere between like 5 and 10 minutes long, and that's all my intros of, like, I play music and then I do like a little video intro and then I say hi. But during that, if you can run like a 90-second ad, a 2-minute ad or something like that, and just get that out of the way. That's going to allow all the people coming into your channel for the first time to not have any ads to deal with. When you hit run ads, it's actually going to give people this like buffer. Just they're not going to get pre-roll ads anymore for a set amount of time. Now this could last a little while, so just keep in mind that ads are really useful in a sense of stopping people from being forced to see an ad every time they enter your stream. When I click on somebody's stream, I don't want to see an ad. I want to see the caster right then and there. I don't want to wait 30 seconds to then realize I don't want to see that caster. So what better way to, anytime you go use the bathroom or at the very start of your stream, when you can, run an ad, get rid of those pre-rolls, and that way people can come in, say hi, see what you're all about, and then bounce or stay. Now, keep that in mind that if you ever use the bathroom or something like that, just run an ad. Why not? Like, people are sitting there, either they're going to see an empty chair, an empty space, an empty room, or your game just like sitting there by itself. You might as well run an ad. I'm trying to do it more so that when people do try to enter my streams, there's no ads. Last little tip here, and it's kind of a big one. Stop using Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs, look, they're great. They have a great system. They have a lot of good features, a lot of good things here and there, but yeah, it's just not as good. And the fact that OBS Studio has the ability to, it's open source, so like people can make plugins and stuff that don't exist for Streamlabs. Why wouldn't you want extra features for your setup? Now, I just like to keep things simple. I use a custom browser docs inside of my OBS software to go ahead and just get my chat, throw it in there, get my alerts from Stream Elements, throw it in there as well. The biggest gripe that I still have to this day is you can't see live encoding issues. You just get a little ping and a little notification section somewhere on your screen that says like, hey, yeah, you had a couple drop frames back here, but you don't know when it actually happened or is still happening. So you got to constantly like check this thing. Whereas in OBS, if you're dropping frames, you can see your average time to render a frame. You can see if you've missed frames. You can see your stats instantly at all times and what's happening. And that is key, especially when you're a broadcaster. You don't want to look over at your OBS and be like, oh, actually, I got a notification that I just lost like 10 minutes of my stream. Nobody wants that. I'm sorry, I kind of went off there, but basically, I would like to say OBS Studio is the way to go. Plugins, features, it's open source, all that stuff, great. I don't know. Take that with, I don't know, how you will. Well, that's it. Just a simple little tip and trick and program guide thing for you guys to go ahead and check out some new features or new programs or new ideas or concepts, and go check it out, man. I just wanted to provide you guys some ideas or just kind of get the old, brain, turning some gears over here for you. So anyways, that's it. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.